Good morning, guys. Welcome to the fourth and final part of our Jordan Trail adventure. In 5 days, we're gonna reach the Red Sea if everything works out as planned. Today is gonna be a really easy one. Only 8 kilometers basically straight until the town or little village of Shakriya. There I'm gonna stay in a hotel or guest house or whatever it is. And that's also the actual gate to famous Wadi Rum. So that's the plan for today. That's gonna be the first town with real nice facilities and stuff since 5 days, and I can't wait for a shower. Like 5 days without a town, so that means I haven't showered in 6 days, which is kind of like at home, so it's fine.
This was by far the day with the least footage I have, mainly because I had some struggle with the accommodations in the Wadi Rum area, but more on that on my survival guide video for the Jordan Trail, so if you don't want to miss it, especially if you're planning to hike the trail yourself, subscribe to the channel. In Shakriya I decided I won't stay there, instead follow the trail until Rum village. That also prolonged the stage from 8 to 22 kilometers, most of it along a road where tour operators bring tourists in and out. Some also stopped to offer me a ride, and while I thanked them and declined every time, some made sure to give me at least some water, so I stayed hydrated. That also meant that I skipped the whole day, cause my intention was to have 2 relaxed days and split the 22 kilometers in 2 days. Now I did it in only 1 day. After reaching Rum village, I enjoyed a lot of fresh food, as well as a warm shower to wash off the dirt of the last 6 days in the desert.
It happened very quickly, but now I'm gonna have another 20 kilometer day. Luckily no elevation. That basically skipped me a whole day. Also now at this visitor center. First of all I had to pay €7 entrance or 7 JD entrance fee. There was a huge buffet for an Italian tourist group and I just joined. They ate a lot of Jordanian Italian stuff. Kind of fusion kitchen or whatever. Whew. Now it's just really hot, but I think I have only like 5 kilometers left or something. There we are. I just realized I didn't do any videos here. I'm in a hostel, I have a private room. I'm showered, I'm clean, I had dinner. I had a nice conversation with another guy staying here. Nice, yeah, I went shopping to get ready for the next couple of days. I made a game plan for the last 3 days, like where to get water, how much water. Yeah, basically all is set. 3 days left. See you guys tomorrow. Good morning, late start in the day. It's gonna be a hot day. I wanted to start early, but I slept until after 8. I had breakfast, packed all my stuff, and now I'm on my way. I'm a bit concerned because now it's also windy and I can see sand clouds all over the desert. So let's see how this will affect me. I hope you can see it on the little camera, but there's a sandstorm out there. Not a hard one, like I've witnessed one intense 2-day sandstorm in the Sahara in Morocco while working there. And we were basically trapped in our self-built houses. Yeah, I hope that's not what's happening here today, because my self-built house, which is my tent, is not so windproof. Maybe you feel it, I'm a bit nervous. I don't know why, because after the last stages that were very remote in the wadis, now this one should be easy, I guess.
The first few kilometers the wadi was still pretty full with people. some came by car, some Bedouins were guiding tourists on the camels. They appeared and disappeared in sand clouds one after another. If there wouldn't be so many people, I would have asked myself if I'm on a different planet. No wonder they filmed movies like Dune or Star Wars here.
So there are the first of these weird looking bubble tents, or bubbles, whatever. And apparently they're all over this desert, but so far there are not even that many. So I found a spot a little sheltered from the wind. Actually, I'm not that unhappy with the wind, because without the wind here it's really hot in the sun. Yeah. So I got myself some eggs from the breakfast buffet and some cake, because my friend Suna said if you're not feeling good, have cake, it will fix it. Let's try that. It's the driest cake in the world. No, I'm sorry. This isn't fixing anything.
The wind stayed strong for most of the day. It became only quiet when I found shelter behind some stones or in a more narrow wadi.
I don't know if you can hear me, but the sand on the chins on my legs feels like sandpaper.
Even here, where Wadi Rum seems so inhospitable, there is life, and some parts of the ground are covered in tiny flowers.
The conditions changed completely. The sand is now most of the time really deep, hard to walk in, takes a lot of energy, takes way more time. There's also no wind because we're sheltered from both sides now, and that means the sun is really hot. There is not much shadow. Now I found these overhanging cliffs that protect me from the sun. Also protects all the camels and stuff, because there's a lot of shit. Not so easy to walk here. Somewhere between the dunes and the steep cliffs. Pretty much at this point it's the end of the first stage, this 21 kilometers through Wadi Rum. The sand should be done from now on. That apparently was the last sand stage of the trail. I'm gonna get in the shadow over there, rest a little, have some food, and then continue and see what the day brings. It's 2 now, so I have more than 4 hours of sunlight left. Don't see any reason why to stop yet. Okay guys, here's the game plan. The next stage is 26 kilometers long until a place called Final Camp. In the middle of this stage there is a place called Tutun or T10, I don't know. On different maps you find different names, and which maybe has a shop, and that's only around 10, 11, 12 kilometers from here, and it's only downhill. From the town on, it's uphill. Short before the town is a wild campsite. like 1 kilometer before the town or something. This is my goal, at least today. Now in 2-3 kilometers we will find 2 cisterns who hopefully have water. That could mean that maybe tomorrow is already the last day. It would be a long day with 30 kilometers, but doesn't really matter, because at the end I jump in the Red Sea and check into some hotel, have a shower, food that isn't canned tuna or instant noodles. Maybe, let's see what the days bring. Let's see. Some more camels. So, positive thing of the trail now, it's mostly very firm on the ground, which means I'm quite fast and it's really flat. Negative thing, it's really hot by now. There is no wind left, no wind anymore. Hello, cutie pie. I just realized I missed a very interesting point. We basically are at the southernmost point of the trail. From here on, it's only heading westwards towards Aqaba and the Red Sea. And I think from over there, maybe also from the pass tomorrow, we were able to see until Saudi Arabia. Well, happens. But now let's have a look what's that. Maybe these are cisterns. This is the first cistern since I'm hiking this trail that has kind of a container with it to get the water. Yep, looks good. At least good enough if you have a filter bottle. So if you do collect your water from the cisterns, they are used by the Bedouins for their livestock. There we go. Make sure that you leave everything as you found it. Don't pollute the water in any way or anything else, and also don't waste the water. It's a bit quirky, but I've drank way worse water on this tour.
As I slowly descended, always right into the direction of the sun, exhaustion came over me. No wonder I was hiking tough stages for about a week now.
So in front of me I can already see the town of Tuten. I'm trying to see if I can spot something that looks like a market. So far I don't. Only fucking dogs. I hate them by now. Yep, that's supposed to be the market. Okay. I mean, I don't need one. I just wanted to keep my mood up with some sugary drink or something. Oh, fuck off, bitte. But yeah, I mean, I have enough water, I have enough to eat. Bitte schleich dich, du Hurenviech, du Unnötiges. So the sun is finally gone behind the hills, which is good. It was tough today. Tomorrow should be even hotter, and I will just continue as far as it makes sense. Or maybe if I find a nice place to put up the tent, I'll stay there. I guess I'm gonna try to wake up early tomorrow to have the elevation up in the early morning when it's not that hot yet.
I just put down my backpack as I thought I have a nice camp spot when this obscure scene happened next to me. This guy moved his camel by following it with his car. We spoke a bit. He in Arab, me in English. I think we're friends. He left his camel with me.
Okay, so I moved again. Just a few hundred meters to this tree. A bit more sheltered from wind and everything, and looks a bit more nice. There's also a little fireplace, and you have a nice view to the mountains back there. My camel friend is also here. I thought to celebrate my probably last night in the tent in the desert. So I'm gonna have maybe a little Bedouin style campfire, just a tiny one, small one. Whoopee! Oh wow, that one burns pretty fast and it also smells pretty good. Woo! Wow! That's also where they always make the tea on, like just a bunch of these of the broom sticks, and they burn really fast. Make a nice fire, as you can see. Perfect for the tea. Okay, I packed up camp for the last time on this trail. When I woke up I saw my camel friend, but now he's gone. Actually wanted to share my leftover oats with him. The temperature in the night dropped massively. It was really warm, and then at 3 a.m, 4 a.m. I think it was, I woke up and I was freezing my ass off. So the sun is slowly rising behind me, as you can see. I'm just gonna finish breakfast and then I will yalla, because it's gonna be hot today, just like yesterday, and I will have the sun most of the time in my back. And in the morning I will have to make some last elevation, I think 500 meters or something, maybe even less. And then I hope to finish all that latest at noon, and then I'll have the rest of the day the descent until the Red Sea, where I will have a dip in the sea. Yeah, really looking forward to that. So now through this valley, and above that hills over there, I kind of think there is a bigger one behind these hills. So most of the time it's not so steep, but it's hard to walk beneath the between the big stones. I did read the map a little wrong. There's still way to go. Fuck, way to go. That was only the first little hill that I had to cross. I just met another hiker, a German guy who also does it in a different direction. Yeah, it was nice to speak to someone like also in your own native language. That's actually really nice. And he confirmed something that I thought after looking at the map, and that is that from here on until final camp, of course you have to make some altitude, but it's not steep. Also it's solid ground, it's a rather easy walk. He also said it's his first trail, crazy. I mean, he meets in Wadi Rum with a friend who's a very experienced hiker, but wow, respect for doing that as your first trail. I wouldn't. Okay, I reached final camp. Behind me is a Bedouin tent, an empty one, with a bunch of mattresses where I can sleep inside. That's the final camp. That means there's not much elevation up left, but downwards. Anyway, it's not that late. Time is great. It's 11. It's super hot, like the way up here, luckily not steep, but wow, hot, very hot. I will drink something. I will have one last canned tuna, and then I'll go conquer the last 17 kilometers of the trail. Wow. I hope you can see it. Red Sea ahead. One last look into the desert of Jordan. Was a hell of a trail. So the trail here gets partly steep and very slippery immediately. Not so easy. Look how cute this little shit is.
Now I follow the path far downhill, always knowing there is one last steep ascent waiting. The heat started to take the last bits of energy from me.
So if you're watching this and planning to do the same bullshit, hiking 63 kilometers the last 2 days, nah, I wouldn't do it again. Up we go! Okay. Fuck! So, apparently that's not the highest point. The last highest point. Boy, I need to drink. I'm looking forward so much to jump in that water tonight. Can actually see the whole trail that is left, at least the steep here. Wow, now I'm starting to feel good. So 8 kilometers, 2 hours. I think I made the steepest part of the downhill section. I will soon reach a road. I fell. I massively fucked up my stick. It got caught in between a couple of stones. For some reason I didn't have any scratches, but yeah, I fell a couple of times on this trail and didn't have any scratches. Most of the time my backpack was catching the fall. Finally shadow. Insanely hot. Ladies and gentlemen, the road down to the sea.
here I am, after nearly 400 kilometers, starting in Al-Karak, meeting countless locals and the hospitality and kindness which I want to take as an example for how I want to encounter strangers. Crossing the Dana Biosphere Reserve, walking through the Nabatean capital of Petra, seeing remains of some of the oldest known civilizations of this planet, until the long walk through the remote desert in the very south of Jordan. 4 days before my 34th birthday, I reached the Red Sea. Tired, but probably in the best shape of my life. I don't say that often, but I'm really proud of myself.
Thank you very much. Guys, it was probably the hardest trip of my life. Physically, definitely, mentally, of course. I did it to save my mental health, and now I think it's worse than before. I thought a lot about what to say. I don't know what to say. But I'm at the Red Sea. I think in the end it were like nearly 400 kilometers through the southern part of Jordan, which was an amazing experience. Incredible, welcoming, friendly locals, amazing nature, and overall, wow, it's a really, really great experience. If you watched until now, thank you so much. If you like, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, I don't know, share it with your friends and family. Thanks for watching, and as always, I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.